you think about it, we're really having a debate about what are Americans' fundamental relationship with their own government. The government exists for Americans, not the other way around. And about whether government should have the power to create massive databases of information about its citizens. And this is a feeling I'd have no matter who is the head of our government. I believe strongly that we must impose stronger limits on government surveillance powers. I'm confident that most Vermonters agree with me. I believe most Americans agree with me. Having said that, we want to do it right. Now, I'll say this to Mr. Morell. We've heard some government officials talk about Section 215 programs. They say Americans shouldn't be concerned about them because the phone records the NSA obtains are just metadata and not particularly sensitive. The review group said there were some risks imposed by the government obtaining massive amounts of metadata. Could you just elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I'll say one of the things that that I learned in this process, that I came to realize in this process, Mr. Chairman, is that there is quite a bit of content in metadata. I mean, when you have the records of the phone calls that a particular individual made, you can learn an awful lot about that person. And that's one of the things that struck me. So there's not, in my mind, a sharp distinction between metadata and content. It's more of a continuum.
In fact, in the New York Times op-ed, the 5 of you wrote, the government should end its domestic program for storing bulk telephone metadata. The current program creates potential risk to public trust, personal privacy, and civil liberty. And of course, the concern I've had and some others have had, no matter who is president or who's the head of these agencies, we don't want the temptation in there to misuse it. But